From mowing lawns to million-dollar lessons, a journey of resilience and financial wisdom. Many of us grew up in households that were neither wealthy nor destitute, just somewhere in between, where hard work was a core family value. I remember vividly at 12, I wanted to take a quick bike ride down the road to get an icy from the local convenience store. I asked my dad for a bit of money, and his answer changed my life. "You don't need money, you need a job," he said. My father believed work wasn't just a concept, it was a way of life. From that day on, I started a lawn care business at his encouragement, learning firsthand the value of hard work, earning, and even tracking profits and losses. These early lessons paved the way for my journey through real estate, college, and eventually, entrepreneurship. By 26, I'd built up a real estate portfolio worth millions. But life has a funny way of humbling us, and I soon found myself in financial trouble, facing a string of foreclosures, lawsuits, and ultimately, bankruptcy. At 28, with a young family to support, I hit rock bottom. In those dark days, I found solace and guidance in biblical financial principles, realizing that there are timeless truths about money management that can lead to real change. Today, I want to share 5 key financial principles, rooted in both experience and wisdom, that help me rebuild my life and wealth. These principles are simple, but they require consistency and discipline. Budgeting is the foundation of financial success. It's not enough to vaguely know where your money is going. You need to write it down. Before each month begins, allocate every dollar on paper or a spreadsheet and assign it a purpose. If you're married, agree on this plan with your spouse. Jesus said, "Don't build a tower without first counting the cost." Think of your budget as the blueprint for your financial house. It may sound rigid, but having a plan gives you control over your finances instead of constantly wondering where your money went. Debt is a heavy chain around your financial potential. When you have payments eating away at your paycheck, you lose the freedom to make choices and build wealth. Proverbs teaches, "The borrower is slave to the lender," and I can attest to the truth of that. I once believed that leveraging debt was the key to building wealth. However, the opposite proved true when debt led to my financial downfall. The moment I stopped relying on credit and started paying for things outright, I regained control over my money and my future. 3. Nurture quality relationships. Our personal networks influence our success more than we often realize. They shape our behaviors, values, and even financial habits. Studies have shown that over time, our income will reflect that of our closest friends. Are your relationships inspiring positive change, or are they reinforcing unhealthy habits? Surround yourself with people who encourage you to grow and make wise choices. Quality relationships are about more than friendships. They're about aligning yourself with people who support your values and bring out the best in you. 4. Save and invest wisely. It's not enough to earn money. You have to save and invest it. Wise people prepare for the future, and the Bible emphasizes that in the house of the wise are stores of choice, food, and oil. In practical terms, this means setting aside money for emergencies, saving up for major purchases, and investing for the long term. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Consider a simple investment. Putting away $100 a month from age 30 to age 70 in a solid mutual fund could yield over $1 million. By prioritizing saving and thinking ahead, you create financial security and independence. 5. Embrace generosity. Finally, perhaps most importantly, is the principle of giving. Generosity isn't just about writing checks. It's a way of life that transforms you from the inside out. When you give, you cultivate a generous spirit, one that touches every area of your life. You become someone who opens doors, supports others, and creates positive ripples in your community. Generous people attract quality relationships, which in turn reinforces the other principles we've discussed. These principles aren't difficult to understand, but they can be challenging to live out. Yet if you embrace these 5 financial foundations, they will work for you. They're not just financial tools, they're guides for a fulfilling life. In a world full of complex money advice, remember that simple, timeless truths hold the greatest power. By budgeting, avoiding debt, cultivating relationships, saving and giving, you'll build a legacy that extends beyond wealth. It's a life of purpose, resilience and impact.